service truck's doing a little bit better. We made a few minor adjustments, and we're going to have to ease on out here and get back to it. But I think we'll be all right at the end.
All right enough to win?
We're going to try our best.
Joe Ruttman, who had been running fifth, has definitely got some problems. They are in the overheating department. His grill is filling up with rubber. Mike Joy.
Toby Butler, pretty loose out there, man. What'd you guys change?
Man, what did we change? It'd be a little bit shorter list, but I'll tell you what, Ernie Urban and I were wondering what it was like to take the slide class at the Lake Norman YMCA back home, and I'll tell you what, Ernie, it ain't no fun. I don't know if I want to take it. I think this is what it's like, but you know, we're going to do our best, see if we can't get the Ortho Lawn and Garden F-150 up, you know, at least back on the lead lap and see what we got now. So.
Okay, that's Toby Butler. Over here, P.J. Jones. You can see they've been flushing his entire cooling system. What are they going to do for P.J.? We're told you burned your right heel and they put a styrofoam cup on it. You going to be okay?
Yeah, you know, it's just getting a little bit hot in here on the floor. We run mufflers here. It always creates a little bit more heat in the floor pan by your foot. And we was hoping to get the Sears Die Hard tightened up in the second half. You know, we were just a little loose.
I think everybody's just a little loose. We'll be back with the second half of this Super Truck 200 from Denver after this.
Back at Colorado National Super Speedway, and we're ready for the Super Truck 200 at halftime. Let's take a look at the stats here this afternoon. Just about ready for a go. Out in front all the way, it's been Hornaday.
Yeah, he took the lead from the get-go and has been there all the way. Of course, we've had 5 cautions for 25 laps, the average speed down to 55 miles an hour. We only have 1 truck out of the race. And the biggest move, Ken, has been Resendez in the Jeff Bodine truck number 7. He started 15th and currently is running 7th.
And as you pointed out, somebody's a little slow apparently on the scoring system on his truck, and hence they had him out of the top 10, and he's been staying right in there behind. There you see those leaders. There is the Butch Miller truck, number 98. That is in second. Then Sedgwick's number 75 is right behind him, followed by Mike Skinner in the number 3. That's fourth. Then Joe Ruttman's number 84 is in fifth, and Rick Corelli back here in the 6th position. Following him is Resendez in that Jeff Bodine number 7. And then coming up next should be Jack Sprague, indeed it is, in the number 31. And Walker Evans is in there, number 20, and they're rolling. Let's go back to the garage area. Dick Bergery.
Dennis Setzer is one of the couple trucks still here, Ken. They are working feverishly on the front end of his truck. They have had a problem with a push this morning in practice. Well, they got the push out. They got this truck so loose, Setzer could hardly hang on to it. The smoke came from a slight pinhole in the oil pan. Last week at Milwaukee, the oil pan apparently cracked a little bit. They tried to weld it. That should have fixed it. It didn't quite fix it. No real problem with that. The problem is getting this truck onto the grid in time. Time is running out on the Dodge team.
Got Jerry Glanville's truck broken down in turn number 1 and not running right now. You see it parked there. That was in that altercation a little earlier this afternoon, just as we came to the end of the first half, as it rolled into T.J. Clark's number 23 out of Chandler, Arizona.
Well, this might be a break for Dennis Setzer because he can't start the race with Glanville's truck sitting there. Apparently it would not fire, or now he's starting to move a little bit. Maybe he's just, yeah, he's starting to move a little bit now, so whatever the problem was, maybe it's rectified itself.
Tomorrow, the CBS Sports Show takes you to Detroit, Michigan. 10-round heavyweight bout between James Thunder and Franco Wanyama. The action begins at 4 o'clock Eastern. Tomorrow on the show, Thunder 26 wins, 5 losses, 20 KOs. Wanyama 15 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, and he's had 6 knockouts. Ought to be a good show on the Sports Show tomorrow. That's 4 o'clock Eastern on CBS. Lining up here, Super Truck competition. Hornaday in that front running position. Butch Miller dialed in, hopefully, to challenge him now. Sedgwick is the big story. Hey, next Sunday on CBS, the Die Hard 500 down there at the Talladega Super Speedway. Never see him faster. And don't forget, coming up November 5, Grand National season. They complete their tour at the new Homestead Motorsports Complex, the Jiffy Lube Miami 300.
Testing scheduled to take place next month down there. Chad Little will test his Grand National car, first driver to do so, and I understand one of the Indy cars will be there as well doing some testing.
Chad Little's going down. Give it a try. getting set for a go. Hornaday to bring them down, and sets are ready to come back out from turn 4. Here you are riding with him. Watch this field come down to take the green.
There you see Setcher's truck.
Yep.
Up there, he'll have to wait till the field goes by and then fall in behind him.
Blends right in on the tail end as Hornaday jumps out in front. Does he go away? The 24 scoots up immediately. Legacy, he wants to get that lap back and go fight.
Well, now's the chance that, maybe it's not much of a chance, but while he has fresh tires, it's probably his best opportunity to get a lap back.
11 trucks in the lead lap with Portier on the end of that lead lap. P.J. Jones in 10th, Walker Evans in 9th, out back in the lead lap. Hornaday on the point with Butch Miller 2nd, Sedgwick 3rd, Mike Skinner 4th, Joe Ruttman 5th, Corelli is in 6th, and Dave Resendez is in 7th. Working lap 103. Closing up. Here's Legacy again trying to move in on the 16 and take that car, truck, get himself back in the lead lap.
Well, one thing that Ron Hornaday does not want to do is use up his tires too early here, and he knows that he can abuse those tires and really affect him later on in the race. And of course, Scott Legacy knows that, and so he's going to do everything he can to get back in the lead lap, then hope for a caution and get him back in shape, because he really was coming up through the field. He was running in 7th place when he spun out and got the lap down.
Passing flag put down the 24, but he's right up there fighting, taking the lap back. I'm not sure why they're giving him a passing flag. He wants it back.
He's doing a great job of holding off Butch Miller. You see, Butch is not really pushing him that much at the moment, and now Legacy comes up and puts the bumper to Hornaday. Hornaday slowing it down going into the turns, just trying to conserve those tires.
Hornaday driving. This is Sedgwick.
And here's the number 75 trying to go on the outside of Butch Miller, but that wouldn't work. That's Bill Sedgwick, of course.
Skinner by himself behind the front 3. Runs in the 4th position. Just behind them, you see the battle for 5th. That's Ruttman in the 84 and Corelli.
Corelli, a lot of changes made on his truck, as was reported, and maybe he has it to his liking. He's running stronger now than he was. Here, one of the spotters.
Yeah, listening to Hornaday in front. Corelli in here trying to work on Ruttman. Ruttman so smooth, so much experience. Former USAC stock car champion Joe Ruttman. Corelli right there, former Western champion in NASCAR.
Oh boy, a close battle for 2nd down in turns 1 and 2.
There you have it.
They were Sedgwick trying to get up on the outside of Butch Miller, as apparently the 24 truck is holding up the Butch Miller effort, and Sedgwick saw that, and he was trying to move up on the outside. So difficult here to pass a truck that's running approximately the same speed.
Sedgwick in the 75. Correct myself if I said 74. 75 on Sedgwick.
Got a slow one up ahead here on the bottom.
That's Sedgwick's truck we're listening to right now. Got a
That
second.
guy moves up on you again. You got to let him know what you're doing there.
And there's the slow one they were talking about down on the bottom. That's the truck of Jimmy Dick, number 79.
Our in truck today provided by Racing Electronics.
Clear.
Corelli the Hornaday truck getting a chance to move away. Here's Sedgwick on the outside another time, working Butch Miller's number 98. Butch Miller had that incredible record. 5 consecutive times he's finished in 3rd place.
You're waiting yourself down here on the outside because you don't have enough of a jump on him.
Hard to get a jump off these corners, isn't it, Ned?
Yeah, and you can use that right rear tire up very quickly in a situation like that. And that's one thing that his spotter is warning him, don't waste that away. Scott's legacy now has moved back a couple of truck lengths behind the leader, Ron Hornaday. He might need to consider letting Butch Miller go, because that's, yeah, I think he is holding Butch up right now.
Daniels about to go a lap down. Legacy, he's as strong as anything out there, but he is a lap down. Meanwhile, Sedgwick backs off a couple of truck lengths from number 98, and the battle is developing, a three-way between Skinner and Ruttman and Corelli. Here's Mike Joy.
Down here in the middle of the corner, Ken, Scott Lagacy is really tossing his truck deep into the corner. Butch Miller is easing his end to save his tires. But right there, as Lagacy is slow getting up off the corner, there's nothing Miller can do but get right up on his bumper. I would say Scott Lagacy's costing Butch Miller 3 to 4 tenths of a second a lap right here.
I think I would agree, Mike. He's definitely holding him up, and Butch don't want to make any radical moves there to heat those tires up. And even so, Hornaday is not getting away from them. Of course, Hornaday, I'm sure, is sort of conserving his tires, too. He's running as fast as he needs to stay out front.
They're going to put a black flag on Legacy, they say.
Okay, now he moves to the inside and lets Miller go on the outside. I think it was time. He made a gallant effort towards trying to get up there and get his lap back, and now he realizes that he's not going to be able to do it. So let those trucks that are racing for those front positions. And here, Sedgwick trying to get on the inside of Miller. They touch a little bit, but Miller runs him in behind the 10 truck and takes the position.
Get some breathing room. 122 laps are now complete. They pointed the black flag at Legacy, and I'm sure they told him on the radio to step off and let those two through.
Yeah, they have been giving him the passing flag almost every lap, and as long as he was there close to Hornaday, that was okay. He could stay up there, and if there was a chance of him getting his lap back. But once Hornaday started to pull away, then it was obvious that he was not going to do it, so he didn't need to be holding the second, third place cars and trucks up.
We'll return to the Colorado National Speedway after this message and a word from your local station. Torn up.
Yeah, he has a lot of things dangling in the air there as Skinner goes by. He's running in fourth place, but he's being chased hard by the fifth place truck of Joe Ruttman. Now they get separated a little bit in this traffic. There's John Nemechek's truck number 87 and Rick Corelli. The fourth, fifth, and sixth place battle has been one of the best battles on the racetrack for the last 10 or so laps, Ken.
With number 3, Skinner staying there and doing...
Here's a spin by Jerry Glanville down in turn 1.
Yellow is on. Yellow is out 6th time today.
Jerry just went into the first turn, lost control. It went sideways, didn't go all the way around. Now he gets it righted and headed on around. No major damage done.
So this will bring the leaders back together, of which we have 10 being shown in the lead lap. We're working 135 as they come back with Hornaday in front, Miller in second, Sedgwick third, Skinner fourth, then Ruttman, Corelli in sixth, Resendez seventh, Sprague eighth, P.J. Jones in ninth, and Portengay running back in the 10th position. Those are the 10 in the lead lap. Just behind them is Walker Evans now, a lap down in 11th, and Dennis Setzer in 12th. Give you a complete running order here after 135. Well, we're at Colorado. Next week, we're in Talladega. It's a 3/8 mile track, 2.6 mile super speedway next week, but the action's always the same. Incredibly close. Consider this. In the first 10 races of the season, Ned, the difference between first and second place combined is, what, about 9 seconds?
Yes,
that's for all 10 races?
Yeah, in this series, that is close competition.
Hey, Ned, here's one you're used to. Dennis Huth, you know, Dennis Huth as in Ruth. He's doing your trick today. You know, he's the one of the NASCAR officials that we mentioned writing to about this truck series. That Glanville's broken down again.
They're holding him.
Holding him to get him back in the lap.
Right.
Well, anyway, he and his wife, Jeannie, I rhymes with Beanie, so I get that one right.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're celebrating their anniversary today.
Okay.
You know how they're doing it. Same old way. He's here in Denver. She's there in Daytona Beach.
Happy anniversary. Let's go to the pits and Dick Berggren.
33-year-old T.J. Clark is here in the pits, and boy, this truck looks like it has been in a complete demolition derby. They've had to pull some of the back fender out away from the tire, change the right rear tire. The truck is badly beaten up on both sides. It's been around backwards twice today.